everybody, and what's up? Welcome back to Fandom Fight Teams. I am your host, the King, Caleb Coho, back again as we are wrapping up round one of our teams tournament with two more debuting teams. But I am not here alone. I am joined by the future Fandom Team co-champion, Jim the Wolf Green. How you doing, man?
I am doing good. I'm staring at a picture of Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Downey Jr. right now. So, it's good. We got some Captain Marvel news today. So, hyped, really hyped up, carrying that hype into this match because I think this could be a good one. You got some guys that have been seen in some Full Metal and some other leagues that just straight up kick ass in regular movies. So it'll be interesting to see how they do here.
Absolutely. Today we have competing Truth About Chaos, which is Thomas Eanes and Matt Cuellar. They are very famous over in our Warzone division for their performances in the tournament. So let's see what kind of chaos they can stir up together here in the Fandom division. And on the other half of the playing field, we have the Knights of Knee, which are Dave Goodger, who is a veteran of the Fandom division, with his partner Isaac Horvat. And it is going to be... it's definitely going to be one to watch, especially with who they face in the second round. So, without further ado, let's hear from our players and see what they have to say.
All right, hey, how's it going? This is my first Geek match, so this should be entertaining. I'm here with my boy Matt, representing Atomic Nation. Not too familiar with the Knights of Knee, but we're here to play.
Well, don't worry, Thomas, because I did some research on these Knights of Knee, and I think I discovered their weakness. And we will not be afraid to use it against them. If we have to soften them up, we will use it for the kill. But I don't think it'll come to that, because I don't think they can handle the truth or the chaos that comes with it.
Well, here we go then. It's the Knights of Knee, myself and Isaac. I've seen the Facebook poll. I know we're the underdogs. Let's face it, hell, we got 3 votes, people, and one of those was me. But you know what? I like playing as the underdog. They seem to know that it is the word to beat the Knights of Knee. You know what? It don't cuss the mustard. We're coming for you, big time. Tell them, Isaac.
Yeah, we are the Knights who say me. We've said me, and now we're here for you. And we will kick y'all's butt. We wanted a shrubbery. We got the shrubbery. We've dealt with it already, so that's not even a problem. Now you guys are the next in our way, and it's going to be over for you. Like the play that bears our name at the beginning of the match, we'll be singing "You Are Not Yet Dead," and by the end, well, now you're dead.
Well, there seems to be a little bit of back and forth banter here between the two. Truth About Chaos throwing it in their faces, and Knights of Knee retorting that they are not soon dead, they will be soon, if not already. So a lot of fun promos, a lot of fun references. What do you think, Jim?
It is going to be very good, I think, because those promos were solid, and I don't think they were scared of it at all. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they give us in this match.
All right, so with that, we'll get into our proper introductions. Introducing first, making their Fandom Fight team debut. They are the Casual Chaos, Matt, Cuellar, and Thomas, the Truth Eanes, Truth About Chaos. And their opponent. Also making their Fandom Fight team's debut, they are the British Bulldog, Dave Goodger, and Isaac the Freak Horvat, the Knights of Knee. All right, gentlemen, round one is going to work like this. You're each going to get 10 questions from 10 predetermined categories. You're each playing individually for your team, so there is no conferring. This is a whiteboard round, pretty standard stuff. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions, gentlemen, going into round one?
Nope.
All right, so Jim, you want to take question 1, and I'll take odds, and then I'll take evens?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Your first question comes from the final frontier of Star Trek. What is the subtitle of the 5th Star Trek film?
Many would call this not their favorite.
I have not seen it, so I could not tell you.
I mean, it's a fun one to watch under the influence.
Are you
of
saying
anything.
it's fun to watch?
It is fun to watch. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we're gonna start with Dave.
Final Frontier.
That is correct. Go over to Thomas.
Final Frontier.
That is correct. We'll go over to Isaac.
No, I didn't have it. Quest for Beast.
That's incorrect. We'll go over to Matt.
Final Frontier.
That is correct. Your second question, gentlemen, comes from the world of DC movies. Who played Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises? Dark Knight Rises, probably universally agreed on as the worst of the 3.
By sheep. It is awesome. I do think it gets unneeded hate just because it does not have, because of Tom Hardy as Bane.
Despite his performance, he was Gotham's Reckoning. 5, 4.
Repeat that.
Hello, Batman.
All right, that is a repeat for Truth About Chaos. Your question is from DC. Who played Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises?
God damn it.
I'll give you about 5, 4.
The answer is not Rob McElhaney. I'm just letting them know because that is the Nightman.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Matt on this one.
Anne Hathaway.
That is correct. We'll go over to Isaac.
Anne Hathaway.
That is correct. We'll go over to Thomas.
Drew Blank.
And Dave.
Yeah, no, drew a blank.
Two of them drawing blank on the best part of Ocean's 8.
Matt is the only one with a perfect game after 2.
Wow. Okay, so wiping them out early. Your next question is the Wizarding World, and your question is thus: what was the 6th film in the Wizarding World franchise?
Have yet to see these. Tim and I are going in on the to buy the giant pack of them. So I'm going to get the digital, and he's going to get the physical, and we are going to binge those. And I'm going to review them on Letterboxd.
You really should, and I don't want to be that guy, but the book was better.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat that.
That's the second repeat for Truth About Chaos. They have 1 left. You want to give them their question here?
Oh, yes, of course. What was the 6th film in the Wizarding World franchise? And just to confirm your entirety of the repeat, the book is indeed better.
The only I don't like being that guy, but a lot of the time the book is better.
Do not comment.
I'm saying a lot of times the book is better than the movie, and that's my comment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. This time we're going to start with Isaac.
Order of the Phoenix.
That is incorrect. We're going to go to Matt.
The Half-Blood Prince.
That is correct. We're going to go to Dave.
Half-Blood Prince.
That is correct. And we'll go to Thomas.
Half-Blood Prince.
That is correct. All right, and going into your 5th question here, which comes from the world of the MCU. What film is the first to feature the character of the Collector? Collector, of course, one that fans don't talk about nearly as much as his supposed brother, the Grandmaster.
Are you counting end-credit scenes or actual film?
Yeah.
The first time that the Collector is in the MCU. First film with the Collector in the MCU.
It's a way of answering the question without answering the question.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down this time. We'll start with Thomas.
Thor: The Dark World.
That is correct. We'll go to Dave.
Thor: The Dark World.
That is correct. Go to Matt.
Thor: The Dark World.
That is correct. And we're going to go to Isaac.
Thor: The Dark World.
Clean sweep on that one. And after 5, it is 7-5. And Matt is still perfect.
Indeed. Your next category is that lamp jumping on its name, Pixar. Who is the primary director of Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo, a personal favorite of mine.
Indeed, it's a personal favorite of everyone's. The 2004 classic.
If only you could get the release date right, Jim. 2003.
It was
Brooklyn
released on
Vale.
DVD.
Brooklyn Vale.
It was released on DVD in 2004 because I remember I was 13.
Oh well, that's fine, I guess.
I didn't see it in theaters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't spending money to go to
3,
movies at 13.
2, 1 is the first movie I remember seeing in theaters. 1 pens down. We're gonna start with Thomas on this one.
John Lancaster.
That is incorrect. We're gonna go to Dave.
Andrew Stanton.
That is correct for a point. We're gonna go to Matt.
Andrew Stanton.
That is correct. And Isaac.
I couldn't get it.
All right. Your next question comes from the world of Fast and Furious. What?
You skipped one.
Oh, did I? Oh, you're right. Backtracking to Marvel. Backtracking to Marvel. All right. Coming from the world of Marvel, your question is, who plays friendly neighborhood mailman Willie Lumpkin in 2005's Fantastic Four? This one is pretty universally disliked.
Flame on.
All right. Flame on. 5.
Can you repeat, please? Repeat.
All right, that's the first repeat for the Knights of Ni. And the question is thus, in Marvel, who plays friendly neighborhood mailman Willie Lumpkin in 2005's Fantastic Four? Marvel generally outside the MCU putting out garbage, but you know, so it's all right. We all have our off movies.
I believe that was a Fox film, was it not?
It was.
Yes, it was. 3,
I kind of
2,
enjoyed it.
1. Pens down. We'll start with Isaac.
I don't think I got it. I just put down Stanley.
That is correct for a point.
Oh.
We'll go to Matt.
Matt.
Matt,
Stanley.
what'd you have, Matt?
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep,
Yes,
Stanley.
he got
Alright.
Stanley.
We'll go to Dave.
Yeah, Toto McCougar. Stanley.
That is correct. And we'll go to Thomas.
Stanley.
Clean sweep on that one.
Clean sweep for Stanley there. Okay, now your question in Fast and Furious. What state do the events of Too Fast, Too Furious primarily take place? I don't believe you need the preposition at the end of that sentence, so I cut it off there, Coho. Grammar time with Jim, because when Tim's not here misspelling everything, I gotta take what I can get.
You're right. You got to nitpick all the little things. Thanks for keeping me honest. This movie, it's all right. It's all right. It's fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. This time we'll start with Thomas.
Florida.
That is correct. And we'll go over to Dave.
Florida.
That is correct. Go to Matt.
Florida.
That is correct. And Isaac.
Once again, I missed it.
All right. And with that, Matt is still perfect going into the 8th question, which is in the world of Star Wars. What year saw the release of Star Wars: The Clone Wars?
Ooh.
Ugh.
Can
A movie
Matt
that is
pull it to
most-
stay perfect?
A movie that most people forget when they think of
man.
Star Wars. Yeah, it's
I remember when this came out, and I can remember utterly not wanting to see it in theaters.
this was the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. So that's why I count The Force Awakens as the first real one I've seen.
The first technical Star Wars movie that I saw in theaters was a re-release of The Phantom Menace.
Same, in 3D. That was the first one I saw in theaters, technically. If you're going
and then they said, no, we're not going to do that anymore.
4.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they stopped that one. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Isaac.
2007.
That is
incorrect. The Brooklyn Vale Curse.
Go to Matt.
2002.
And no perfect rounds. We'll go to Dave.
2009.
Brooklyn Vale again.
The Brooklyn Vale. Matt, Thomas.
2008.
2008
Thomas
is correct.
Is not unaffected by Brooklyn Vale. Your next question, now that that Matt cannot get a perfect round, it was 2008.
What movie was that?
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh, I thought it was Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is 2002.
2002.
Okay.
Your next category is the favorite of one person that gets mentioned every time, so I'm not going to say his name. Middle Earth.
Voldemort.
Middle Earth. Who plays Elrond in the Middle Earth series?
The only Elrond I know is Elrond Hubbard. Or is that not an Elrond? I think that's just an Elrond.
I believe it is Elrond. Tom Cruise is disappointed.
Well, I took a shot in the dark and came up empty. That's fine. Still have only seen the Hobbit trilogy and a little bit of Two Towers.
That's kind of weird.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Thomas.
Yeah, I couldn't get there. Agent Smith.
You're on the right track.
I know.
We're gonna go to Dave.
No, Red Skull. I couldn't put it either.
Same path, Matt.
Hugo Weaving.
That is
Matt
correct.
knows who played Agent Smith in the Red
And we'll go
Skull.
to Isaac.
That's the second time this guy has tripped me up at a match. I put the same thing, Agent Smith.
Everyone knew who he was, but not his name.
God damn it.
And your final question of the round comes in the world of Disney movies. What song does the Beast sing as Belle leaves his castle in 2017's Beauty and the Beast?
The one completely unnecessary song that they added to this film.
Robert and I will fight you adamantly that it should have won Best Original Song at the Oscars last year.
I'm not saying that it's a terrible song, but I'm saying it is completely unneeded. The roar in the animated version is way more emotional and better for the moment than let me break out into this song.
I'm going to disagree with you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Isaac on this one.
It was the best part of the movie, Evermore.
That's correct on
don't get a
most
point for
accounts. Matt.
Don't go ho.
Incorrect. We'll go to David
No, I got nothing.
and Thomas.
I did my best.
You
Only
lose
Isaac
a point
gets
for
that
the
one.
Dane Cook reference. The Dane Cook reference loses a point as well.
At the end of round 1, Truth About Chaos is up 14 to Knights of Knees 10, but anything can happen as we get into wheel 2, which is the wheel round. All right, gents, going in round 2, Truth About Chaos is in the lead, which means they get the decision to go first or defer to Knights of Knee. But before you make that decision, your categories on the wheel are Star Wars, Back to the Future, DC, Fast and Furious, Spinner's Choice, Middle-earth, Indiana Jones, Marvel, MCU, and Opponent's Choice.
What do you think, Thomas?
You want to let them go, or you want to go first? Up to you. You're rocking it. Your call.
Let's let them go first. See what we got to catch up with.
All right.
All right, so Knights of Knee, you will be going first, and your spin is away, and it lands on Indiana Jones. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'm not bad. I'm not great. I mean, I'd spin again if it was just me on my own. But
yeah, I'm the same. I'm kind of middle on this one.
Yeah, let's go one more.
All right, that's a knee. You're stuck with whatever the wheel gives you this time, and it's going to give you Back to the Future.
Fudge.
You should have stuck.
All right, Jim, you want to give them their questions in Back to the Future?
I do want to give them the questions that I have seen before, yes. Your first question in Back to the Future. What year did Back to the Future win?
I didn't hear it. It sounded
Yeah, you cut out a bit.
Yeah, you cut out there.
Okay.
That will not
I will repeat. What Oscar did Back to the Future win?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
I think it was original script. I think it was something with script.
Is it a script or screenplay?
Yeah, screenplay. That's what I mean. Yeah. I think I remember. I know it was at least nominated for that.
Do you want to go multiple choice just in case we're wrong?
Yeah. I mean, we might as well.
Happy with it.
Yeah.
Okay, multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice is A, Best Original Screenplay, B, Best Visual Effects, C, Best Sound Editing, or D, Best Original Song.
Yeah, we'll go with A then, I think. Then.
Yeah.
It's the one that you were happy with, so yeah. A, final answer.
A is incorrect.
Pretty sure it's visual effects, man.
Yeah, I was thinking either that or probably sound, but
I wrote down special effects before multiple choice, so.
yeah, that's pretty good for that time period, so I'll go with it.
All right, visual effects, final answer.
That is incorrect. The answer is Best Sound Editing. Best Sound Editing.
Nice.
Knights of Knee, your second question. How many years is Marty McFly Jr. sentenced to spend in jail in Back to the Future Part 2?
No, I got nothing on Isaac.
No.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, 3, B, 5, C, 10, or D, 15?
Just, you want to flip a coin?
Yeah, I've got one here. Yeah. Right, it's gone for 5 then, I reckon.
All right, 5. Final answer.
Let's go 5.
5, that's your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
I think it's 15. Final answer.
15 is correct. That is a point for Chaos.
Should have stuck with Indiana Jones.
Your next question. In Back to the Future, what fast food chain does Dave work for in Back to the Future?
I mean, wow.
Fuck this franchise.
Yeah, seriously. Fast food change.
No, seriously, I'm sorry. It does nothing for me. I've got nothing, mate. It's multiple choice all the way for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Multiple choice.
Let's go.
Is it A, McDonald's? Is it B, Burger King? C, Dairy Queen? D, Taco Bell?
Yeah, let's go Dairy Queen, I reckon.
I think Dairy Queen. Yeah, that's stuck.
Let's go Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen, final answer.
It is not Dairy Queen.
Burger King. Final answer.
Burger King is correct.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen is a Southern and East Coast thing, more than anything.
Also,
that movie takes place in California. What year saw the release of Back to the Future Part 3?
Okay, so 85.
85 was Back to the Future.
85. 86 was 2 when it went back to back, didn't it?
I think so.
So
I'm trying to remember if it was 87.
88? 87 or 88?
We'll go 88. We want to go 88?
Yeah, have a jump in between. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Just jump it straight in there. Why not?
88, final answer.
88 is incorrect.
1990. Final answer.
1990 is correct.
Yeah, dang.
I reckon we're in
Big
trouble there.
2-point steal.
Yeah.
Your final question in this
God, there's more.
this fantastic round 2 for you guys. Who plays Dave in Back to the Future?
No, nothing.
The answer is not Dairy Queen, just so you know.
Dave is
No, because that's Eastern and Southern or something, isn't it?
I think multiple choice.
Is it A, Donald Fullilove, B, Will Hare, C, Mark McClure, or D, Billy Zane? I heard he's a really cool guy.
It's not Billy Zane. It's definitely not him. Can you have the options once more? Or does that count as a repeat?
No, you can get the options one more time.
Yeah, options one more time.
Is it A, Donald Fullilove, B, Will Hare, C, Mark McClure, or D, Billy Zane?
B or C? C rings more of a bell than anything else.
Okay. C works.
C, final answer.
C is correct. They got a point.
That's a big 1 point for them going into Truth About Chaos's round. Truth About Chaos, your spin is away, and it hits Spinner's Choice.
Of course it does.
All right. Oh,
Thomas.
how confident are you in Indy? It's been your game, man. It's on you. If not,
If you'd like the categories again, they are right here on the screen right here for you to look at.
I mean, is there one you feel like super good about, or? I mean,
I don't know how they're gonna write Star Wars, so I don't know.
Star Wars.
I like Marvel, but I'll be useless on Indy.
You want to do Marvel, or was it MCU?
I think MCU will be very deep questions.
Okay, let's just do Marvel then.
All right, Truth About Chaos, your first question from Marvel. Besides Logan, how many original trilogy X-Men characters appear in The Wolverine?
I think it's 3.
Yeah. You said other than Logan?
Yeah,
Besides Logan.
Okay, so yeah, you have Jean Grey,
Professor
X, and Magneto.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's your final answer, 3?
Yeah, 3 final answer.
All right, that is correct for 2 points. All right, your second question. How many X-Men films have featured the character of Nightcrawler?
He's not in Days of Future Past.
I think it's just 2.
Maybe 2. I don't think he's in Origins. Yeah, let's go 2.
2 final answer.
All right, that is correct for 2 more points. Your third question in Marvel. What year saw the release of Kingsman: The Secret Service?
I'm thinking 2014. Does that sound?
That's up to you, man. I have no idea. I mean, it sounds about the ballpark range. It's up to you whether you want to go for it or go for multiple choice.
Let's go for it. 2014 final answer.
That is incorrect. Knights of Knee for a chance for a 2-point steal.
I think it's 2015.
Yeah, I've got 15 written down.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, that is correct for 2 points. That's a big 2-point steal. All right, your fourth question, Truth About Chaos. Who plays Bruce Banner's father in 2003's Hulk?
That would be Nick Nolte. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question in round 2.
The stakes of this question is if you get it regardless how you... No, wait. If you get this right... If you get this right, it's a knockout. Regardless if you get it multiple choice or not. The only way that this does not end in a knockout is if Nee steals this question.
And we have 1 repeat left.
And you have 1 repeat left for the match Truth About Chaos. Your final question of round 2. What happened to Kay's old partner in Men in Black?
Matt, I'm pretty sure he neuralized him. Isn't that what it's called? He had to neuralize him at the very beginning because he was getting too old for it.
Yeah. You want to do multiple choice, or you want to say that just to see if we're right or not?
I'm just gonna say it. I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final answer.
That's the process of what happens, Jim.
K neuralized.
Say your answer again, Thomas.
K neuralized his own partner.
Retirement. He neuralized him.
He retired him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's they were basically saying he retired without him saying he retired.
And your winners by way of knockout. Truth about chaos.
Ooh.
That was a big match. These were two kind of unknown quantity teams coming in for the tournament, and I think Truth About Chaos just made a big name for themselves right here, Jim.
Oh, indeed. That was a very, very impressive win. And they didn't even have to take this to round 3. They just cleaned it up and took care of it in 2 rounds.
All right, Jim, you want to take a minute of our post-match interviews?
Sure. I'm just reading the standings real fast. Okay. So let's start with our winners. Truth About Chaos, Thomas and Matt, tying the points record in just 2 rounds for this tournament here. How are you guys feeling after that win?
Personally, I missed a lot of easy ones. I feel need to do some studying, but hats off to Matt. I mean, he carried us this round. Good game by the Knights of Knee. That's all I gotta say.
No, there was no carrying. I mean, you ruled with those Back to the Future questions. I wouldn't have gotten any of those steals, and I'm surprised as the next guy because I don't really consider myself good at fandom. I know Thomas doesn't really. This doesn't really feel like our strong suit. So I mean, I'm just happy that we were able to score some points at all to begin with. So, and like Knights and he put up a great fight, and I'd like to play him again sometime in the future. So, yeah.
Oh shit! Whatever. I zoned out a little bit there, but yeah. You guys will. Koho, do we know who they are playing next?
We don't know who they're playing necessarily, but you will be playing the winner of Usual Suspects and The Odd Couple.
Is there either The Odd Couple being Malcolm Goldilay and Subrath, and The Usual Suspects being Woman Hater Jake Marangoni and Dominic Rizzi? Do you guys prefer to play either one of those 2 teams?
Nope.
I prefer to play one, but I'm not going to say. So
yeah, me neither. I'm not going to say anything.
One has one half of Team Me Too from the Alpha Alliance chat. That is where that comes from. So I think we'll definitely be looking out for you guys playing them, especially with the impressive performance that you put on here. But let's get to our unfortunate losers, the Knights of Knee. Guys, how are you feeling? Maybe you shouldn't have spun that wheel again. So how are you guys feeling?
3 words. Just 3 words sums this up. Fuck that franchise.
It's only 3 movies, guys. Come on.
No, it's funny. You can check our history. We messaged about it this afternoon in the categories, and we both said as long as we stay away from that category, we'll be fine. And we respun the wheel. It went bad for us. I'm not happy about my performance in round 1. Dave once again really performed there. And round 2 was what it was. We got a bad round. They got spinner's choice. It was a great game. They played it well. And what can I say?
Yeah, it's like if we were talking earlier on, we were like, okay, Isaac's good on Middle Earth. I'm pretty good at that. I like my Star Wars. He's all right with Star Wars. We like the MCU. There's only 2 on there that we're weak on. Isaac doesn't like Fast and Furious. I don't like Back to the Future. He said, I don't like Back to the Future. Right, we won't spin that then. Yeah, guess what? Oh, man. But yeah, look, fair play, you guys, you spinner's choice, but picking up those steals on Back to the Future is what killed us. Thomas, you're absolutely fantastic through there. So just, yeah, fair play. Well played, boys. And yeah, we'll take you on next time you've got a free match. Then we'll have it on the proviso that there's no Back to the Future questions in there. I'll take you on.
Yeah. And don't bring it next time.
Yeah.
I do want to interject. Unfortunately, you miss out on the second chance bracket by 2% in accuracy, coming in just a hair under Ranger Force there. So we will not see you for the rest of the season, unfortunately, but we do want to see you guys back next season for sure.
No, we'll be back. We'll be back. In which case, then, Matt, let me take you on in then. If Caleb can fit a singles match in, let me take you on a singles match then.
All right. I will look into the possibilities of doing that. I know, Dave, you're up to play Nazario this season, but we will try and make that work. I definitely think both of you guys should be from Truth About Chaos should be debuting in Fandom as soon as we could possibly squeeze you in singles. Both of you played extremely well, and Matt and Thomas both of you shocked and shut up all the haters doubting on Truth About Chaos prior to this match. All right, Jim, we'll throw it back to you.
Okay. Some strong words, not really, but there was some words from our two teams there. Just a super impressive win out of Truth About Chaos. So I really look forward to seeing what they can do moving forward. And, just tough luck from the Knights of Knee. That wheel, it was pretty mean to them. So maybe next time it will work out better for them.
Absolutely. I think looking at both teams, Knights of Knee put up 13 points, which in any normal match would have been more than enough to win. If they'd been up against Toon Squad, they would have won. If they'd been up against almost anyone from the losers bracket, they would have won. So they have nothing to hang their head about points wise. They'll definitely be back. And Truth About Chaos tying the team points record with Knights of Hydra is a big deal. 26 points and a 72% accuracy, I believe, is scary, very scary. And I think next round we're going to have one of the best matches of the year, regardless of who comes out of Usual Suspects and Odd Couple, playing Truth About Chaos. And this is the team that everyone should be looking out for. They just put the entire tournament on notice. So this is a team to look out for. But with that, this has been Fandom Fight Teams. I'm going to take us into our post-match plugs right here real quick. So we'll start with our winner, Truth About Chaos. Matt, where can they find you?
You can find me pretty much on Facebook. You can find me on Letterboxd. I think it's Brodyman42. Pretty much anywhere there's trivia, I'll be there.
All right, and Thomas, where can I find you?
All the social medias, Thomas Eanes, and on Letterboxd as well.
All right, going over to Knights of Knee. Dave Goodger, where can they find you?
Yeah, I've got a little podcast that's been on a bit of a summer hiatus, but we'll be coming back called That Made Your List. Basically, it's me interviewing ordinary people, asking their favourite questions. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, Podbean, on That Made Your List. Yeah, check it out there.
All right, and Isaac, where can they find you?
On Twitter at Filmer2013, YouTube, Gatker Gaming, do gaming, and then on Tuesday nights, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a Twitch podcast called The Movie Underground, where we talk about movies, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, and my partner Jim Green, who has gotten up from the commentator's desk, where can they find you?
You can find me co-hosting some matches here and there, blah blah blah. And wherever Caleb Coho was about to say.
And he's getting up from the desk. Probably got a Madden franchise thing to handle. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That is KALEVKOHO, the way that Caleb should be pronounced in the English language. You can find me on YouTube, Caleb Coho, where I do music, stuff like that. Coho Breakfast, where I do a lot of film-related content. My movie Chick Part Do It is out right now on both channels. You can also find my album Shoot for Teams, my Grip the Forks, on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your digital music. And you can find me right here hosting Fandom Fights every Friday on Multiplex, Nerdgasm every Saturday right here on Multiplex, and Multiplex Fantasy Football every Wednesday with Tim Smith. You can also find me on Let's Make a Movie, which is our monthly sort of show that me, Kane McMillan, and Jake Marangoni do. We are going to debut what short films we have at the end of the month, and they will be sort of voting sort of mini Oscars on them, and it's going to be pretty cool. So check all that stuff out. And as always, guys, that has been Knights of Knee. That has been Truth About Chaos. That has been Jim. I have been Caleb, and this has been Fandom Fight Teams. We'll see you all next week.
Hey guys, it's the Kid here. Welcome back to another round of Stop Looking for another week. Once again, no graphics, but I am on video, so you get to see this lovely mug for one more week before stock footage comes back. He stepped out, so I volunteered once again as the resident intern of Multiplex to edit videos for one more week because Caleb was busy, Tim was busy, everyone was busy, so I had to step in and edit for stock footage. But I also have some stats for the match. Truth About Chaos, with their knockout victory, get 26 points and tie Knights of Hydra's team points record, and now sit as the number 2 ranked team, just behind Nuclear Option by 3% in accuracy. Throughout the round, Truth About Chaos was able to put up an impressive 14 points in the first round and scored a perfect second round, going 5 for 5 with 2 points apiece to knock out Knights of Knee, who set at number 14 ranked with an on-run record, 13 points. They were only able to pull out one question in round number 2, despite their solid 10 points garnered in round 1, for a total accuracy of 44%, behind Truth About Chaos is 72%, and Truth About Chaos was able to pick up 3 steals in round 2, which also helped them, giving them a 75% accuracy in steal rate. Unfortunately, Knights of Knee, as Caleb said, missed out on the second chance bracket behind Ranger Force, leaving only one other team possibility, which is the loser of the Usual Suspects and the Odd Couple could push Ranger Force off, but this does indeed mean that we have 3 teams locked in for the second chance bracket, which are the Silver Shamrocks, Lucas Schildbach and Paul Oyama, Pat Out of Hell, Chris Clark and Patrick Campbell, and Killer Nerd Squad, Hunter Chambliss and Cody Newberry are the 3 teams locked in for the second chance bracket. Ranger Force is the only one in danger of being knocked off by the loser of the Usual Suspects or the Odd Couple. And so that's what we're looking out for next week. Keep an eye out for that team match. And that has been all for your stats this week, guys. I have been the Kid. Thank you for watching this video, and we will see you all next week.